everybody, welcome back to Karidoesstuff, and welcome back to my model bench for the second model bench stream of the week. Yeah, we're going to be carrying on building the Severn Class Lifeboat, the RNLI Severn Class Lifeboat. Yeah, so stick with us, and there's going to be some interesting things happening today. Alright, so I want to thank you for coming out. I do appreciate all the support and everything, so I really hope you're having a fantastic day. And thank you again very much. For those of you who do not appear when you type in chat, you do not appear on the actual stream itself, but you do appear in the stream side chat. I do apologize. I don't know what's going on with my stream elements at the moment. I have tried to fix it, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I don't even appear in my own chat on my own screen, so I'll figure that out. But yeah, I do apologize if you are one of those that does not appear on the screen as you chat. You will appear obviously in the stream chat, but not on the screen, unfortunately. Alright, so let's turn this music down a little bit. There we go. Absolutely fantastic. Alright. So what's going on? This elements, it's just not working. Yeah, there we go. And I do apologize if you're trying to watch the vlogs on Twitch later on and they have some muted, it says muted audio. Don't worry about it, it's only a very small amount. It's also really weird because Twitch is seeming to think that there's a tune in there, but there isn't. I've gone through my playlist, which I actually play on this computer, and it's the only songs I have on this computer is the ones I play for my stream.
Hello, life safe boat bear happy smiley.
Hello, Duana. Yes, you seem to be one of those people that don't turn up in my stream elements chat on screen for some reason. You do obviously appear in my stream chat, but I don't know why that is, and it's really annoying me. I really want to see your chat come up on the screen, but I've got other places I can see it and you can see it as well, but I don't know why it's not coming up there, so I do apologize. I'll try to figure that out. And like I was saying, the muted audio thing on the vlog is really weird because Twitch seems to think I'm playing tunes that I don't actually play, weirdly. So anyway, we're going to move on from that. Anyway, let's get cracking, shall we? Hello, how you doing? See now, even if I was to type in hello. Hello
a bit
all.
Wonky lubes. Karidoesstuff. Hello all.
See, I don't even appear in my own chat, which is really weird. So I don't know.
Do our names, your chat I mean.
Yeah, it is really weird. Yeah, it's a bit wonky. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to find out what's going on. But meanwhile, I can at least throw out a few flags. You know, there we go. We can do that. But I can still hear you, Eduardo. I can still hear you when you type. So that's good. So yeah, all right. So what we're doing today? Today we're going to carry on with the lifeboat. We were going to do a couple of things today. We're going to try and spray some light, as if it's coming from those green display screens into the cab, and hopefully highlight some areas. But before we do that, I'm obviously going to need to stick on some of the edge walls, because obviously the light will hit the edge walls as well. So we're gonna have to look at the edge walls first. Yeah, so we're gonna try and get that out. I want to try and put it together roughly on the boat itself. Like stick it together with tape, because what I'm thinking of doing is building the cab separately, being able to spray that all up, polish it, you know, gloss coat it, polish it, put decals on, all that kind of stuff, and then affix it to the main hull. Now, if I could do that, that's going to be a lot easier because I'm not going to have to mask up all the windows and stuff. I could put the windows in once it's all painted and stuff. It's how I work on my model cars. I spray the bodywork up and then just fit the bodywork on afterwards. So I'm going to see if I could do that. See if there's going to be any... I can't see any reason that I can't. It should just sort of fit on top. So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to try and put it together in tape first and see what happens. Maybe once it's put together in tape and it works, I might put it together lightly in glue. No, we need to spray it up first. Don't we need to prime it and paint the insides? So that's what we're going to do. So I suggest we crack on. And again, thank you all for joining me. Right, so that's the bench. So what we're going to do, I've left the brushes out to dry overnight. We'll put them back. Get rid of that crappy bit of tissue. Alright, let me know if the music is too loud or you can't hear it. As always, I do want to give you something to listen to. I'm not actually speaking. So here's the instructions, and just to recap, this is what we're going to try and do today. We've got this internal part here, which we can fix all these together on, and that we can do that. That's not a problem. Because what I'd like to stick all these together, make the cab. Let's see what's. And I wonder how much of there's like the flying bridge that could probably fit together. 18. What's 18? 18 is right. So there's that too. I could fit in there. It's edge windows. These parts. Railings and maybe even the crane. There's the crane part. The crane just appears. There it is. There's the crane. So yeah, there's some parts that I can probably try and put together if it fits on. So we're going to try that first. Let's do that. Right, let's get some glue and some masking tape. Need a smaller masking tape. Glue over here. Clippers. File. Oh, where is my file? Bunch of them here. Getting a bit smooth. See if I've got any more. So, alright, so I'll have to get some more of them. Oh, here's some more. Emery boards. Okay. Okay, bullet. Right, so let's get cracking. Alright, so we're gonna do the roof part first. We're gonna stick all the parts on there. So let's get the glue tape down. And some toothpicks. Good. Right, now let's clip out the roof. Clip out the roof, which is this part. Go on, camera. Focus on the job at hand. Oh, thanks, pop-up spam. Oh, wait. Do. I just try and get rid of the flashing. Okay, good. A bit of a dry throat today. I've got some juice instead of coffee today. A bit of a dry throat. Alright, so I need 89, 90, and 91. Ba-da-ba. That's the crane. That's going to be awesome. That's not there. Are you on here? Probably not. No, that's externals. There's 90. Right, so that's nowhere near 91. Are you pulling my leg? Right, let's get 90 out then. Try and hold on to the bit you want to keep. Right. So 90 seems to fit in there like that. It's obviously another display. That's great. So we're going to have to work out how that light gets cast. Right, so let's just see if we can find some more of these. I don't know where they are. We need 89, 91. It's just like square boxes because they're like. There's 89. Is that 89? Yeah, that's 89. Are they all over the place? Right, we need 91. Still after number 91. So we'll have another troll around. Found it. That was good. That was quick. Right. Time to glue. Oh, come on. Tweezers. Come on. There we go. Hold this properly. Oh, that's you not. Oh, that. It's in there. Okay. That even the right? That's not even the right way round. Come here. On there like that. That's how you go. That's how you go. Okay. Oh, I glued my finger again. Oh, shit happens. Okay, great. So that's that done. That's pretty much it. Just these 3 blocks. Which again, I'm assuming when they're in there, they're more of display thingamajiggers. So we might have a bit of a problem with these holes because I think that's where those holy crap handles fit. So we might have to think about that. Right. Right, so let's have a look now at actually trying to fit this cabin together. Yeah, I know it's off camera a little bit there, but it's a bit of a struggle to play around with this huge piece of plastic. Hopefully if I get this right, and I mean luck is with us, this will just slide on to the hull. Well, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's nothing that needs to snap into it. So as long as we get that correct. Okay. That's good. All right, so let's have a peek and see what we could do here. So obviously that fits on that side. Just like that. Bit of a problem at the front there. That's just gonna sort of sit in there. That will sit on there. That should just sort of... How does this go? Sit somewhat low. Shouldn't be need to be flush, surely, does it? Get those right at the back. They're all right. Being caught on. What are you being caught on there, little boat? Ink should kind of... If you're... Yeah, that fits in there like that. That fits in there. Ah, right, okay. So we got to get somewhere. So let's see if we can take that up. See if we can get a good... tape on it. Bit of tape. Right, move you out of the way. This is all in preparation to paint it properly, because if I can't paint it properly, then what? If I... I mean, there are gaps, or gaps that really need to be filled. So this is why I want to sort of do it off the bodywork, off, because these gaps not gonna be good. Can't have gaps happening. Doesn't even fit together flush off the model. Never go together perfectly. It's the thing. There's always slight jiggery pokery. It's not a Lego set. It's the beauty of model making. Kind of figure half of this out yourself. Oh look, the windows actually show inside there, so maybe I should have painted in there. You have windows inside there. What's in there? Right, so that. On like that. It's on like that. Spin it around and do the other side. It's come off, that's why. I was like, uh-oh, what's happened? Real big misfit there. God, there's such a big gap there. Gap. Just at the back here, there's a big gap. This is why I want to do this like this, and I can fix the gaps. Like for some reason, this whole roof is just not moving far enough forward. I don't know why. Well, now it is. Okay.
Won't let me cheer.
It won't let you cheer. The hell is wrong with my stream elements? So have you tried to cheer and it just didn't do anything? I didn't see anything in the chat there.
Broken.
Okay. Alright, we'll figure something out later on. I have to look into that. Yeah, because it's not showing mine or Duana's chat in there. So I have got no idea what is wrong with the chat today. Been wrong with chat the last couple of days, actually. To be honest, I'm gonna have to figure it out. Let's see if it works on my other machine.
Yep, it gave me a MSG that cheer could not be completed at this time. Please try again later.
Oh, maybe that wasn't a chat thing. Maybe that was a Twitch thing. Maybe Twitch had a bit of a problem. And that would just sit on there like that, look. Okay. So that's just going to sit on there. Then obviously the bit of glass will go in there. So let's try and put that together properly. Right, so we're going to try and actually put this together properly now, because now we know that it will work. Put it together all lined up, but still only with masking tape. Temporary glue, you know what I mean? Temporary. Right, so that's where it should sit. Let's see if we can grab some masking tape and get it to sit correctly. Where's the first bit that's the toughest bit to get into place? On. There, alright. No, okay. Oh, we could temporary glue it, I suppose. It's just a spot of glue. We can then pull that out if we need to. Yeah, I don't really like to do that, but if it works, then all we need to do is permanently glue it. Okay. Spot glue it is. Right, doing a bit of spot gluing. Well, I'm sorry that didn't work, Creamy. You know, feel free to chat with me though. You know. Yeah, temporary. Oh, you can't see it. We're temporary gluing the front here, cabin together, because I want to see if it will fit. Okay. Now we should be able to snap it off if it doesn't. We'll just wait for that to hold, then we'll test it on the boat. Right, okay, so that's in. Okay, so far so cracking. Okay, now we've got to do the other side. Like I said, just a bit of spot glue in, just like spot welding. Oh, come on. Ah! Quick, 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 before the glue actually dries. It's very quick drying glue. There we go. Let's hold that in a position for a second. Ah, it's not quite perfectly. There we go. No, it dried. Right, why won't you go in there? Right, a little bit of glue on. Yep. Oh, come on. Right, let's see if it'll fit. Oh, I think we got something here. Huh. That will fit. I mean, it's going to need a bit of a push down when I come to glue it, actually glue it on. But it's nice and secure. Oh yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll just build this cabin separately and then just pop it straight back on. That's what I think we'll do. So what we do now is we'll try and put the... Because we can also get to all the inside with all the windows. We can get to those. And that's going to be easier for when it's painted. Fantastic! So I'm going to keep trying to... Keep trying to temporary glue this. If it works, I'll run a bead around the inside. Okay. I want to see if that sort of fits onto the front as intended. Yeah, it's doing it. It's doing it. Just right, so why is that popped out? Oh no, it isn't. Right, so why have you popped out? What is stopping you from fitting in there properly? Nothing really. It's just probably just a... no, nothing really. So we'll grab it, put a little bit more temporary glue on there. Spot glue the back of it, I think. Actually wondering if I can pull that previous painted part off. No. Doesn't quite. Yeah, it's gonna go. Splits it there, look like that. A bit of a split in the front. Which I do not like. So what we'll have to do... Wait a second. There we go. Okay, no. Not what that was. Well. Ish. Okay, so I think the problem here is this bit needs to be sanded off a bit. I want a snug fit, but I don't want it pushing joints out. Maybe we can do something with this in here as well. Bring that to more of a point, and the same on this side. There we go. That fits. That'll fit once it's been glued into position. Just needed a little bit of jiggery pokery. Okay, good. Alright, so now we need to try and fit in. Am I going to be able to get the airbrush in there? That's the thing, in order to make that. I don't even know if I really should. I mean, there's just no room in there. It's gonna have to be a bright green if we could see. Yeah, I could probably get the airbrush in and just go like that. Yep, just put the nozzle in there and like that. Yep, that'll do. We could do that. Right, so in that case, I won't put the front of this on, but we will check it to see how it fits. Now, I've got to be careful because I've got to make sure that I can still get in to put the windows in, so I don't want to be too too zealous with putting stuff on it. Now I need this part. Let's just snap it out of here. Hang on. Okay. Alright, so that wheel just sort of sit in there. What's happening over here? Now we're getting something that actually resembles the lifeboat, you know? Oh, I can't wait for this to be painted up in that bright orange. It's going to look so good. Right, so that will fit in there. So that is a special part I want to keep. So, let's just put it in a box. Put it in the box. There we go. That's what the box is for. So I'm pretty happy with that fit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run some beads of glue along the inside in order to try and strengthen that seam. I'm pretty happy with that fit. What this will also allow us to do is I can treat it like a piece of car bodywork then when it comes to painting. So we're just letting the glue seep in. Should be able to permanently glue it then. Some more.
Thanks.
Hey!
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Gordon Memsey. Hey! Thanks very much, my friend. Welcome to the stream. What are we up to now? 147 followers. Nice. Feel free to sort of chat if you want. Good. I'm not seeing that many gaps. There's a bit of a gap here we can fill in. Gaps at the back here, which I'd like to sort out. So that's okay. Bit of a... Get out. Fingerprint. Yeah, so we can get some lighter sandpaper and we'll just prepare it for paint. Again, this is going to be the first thing that people see of it, so we're going to want to make sure that it's nice and crisp. Nice lines, no body gaps. Gives me a nice finish there. We'll this is a bit abrasive for this kind of work, but it's okay because what we'll do is we'll go over it with a bit of smoother sandpaper, less grit. Just try and off the edges. Right, that looks as though it's welded in there. That's brilliant. Okay. So again, these bits are going to need filling because I'm not sure that. Yeah, this one is going to need filling. I'll put a bit of filler in there. Front we'll put on once we've done the airbrushing, the light in the inside. So what I want to do, yeah. Trying to think because we do need to put that on. That's going to need to be painted as well. All right, so that's okay. We've also got some back pieces which go on here, so we need to have a look at those. So far, so good. Right, so let's check out these back pieces because I do want to see if how well they'll fit on. So we're going to have to temporary glue those too. So let's see if we can find number 97 and 103. Shouldn't be that hard to find. 97 and 103. Found them. Okay. Right, so which one goes where? 97 goes on the back. On the left, sorry. So that sort of fits on like that. Again, there's a little bit of a gap there. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just do a temporary bead. Oh, I think it just goes... Is it supposed to be flush? No, it's not supposed to be flush. That's where I've gone wrong. Okay. Alright, luckily I checked that. Look at that. There's a groove just on there that it's supposed to sit on. That. Come on. Be a good piece. Good. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. What happens to temporary glue in it, Carrie? Lots of spam bots today. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll just grab it and see if it'll fit. Oh, disrupting everything else. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it will just slot into there. Again, what I'm going to say is, like, when it does come time to put it on, it is going to need a bit of force to hold it into place while the glue dries. But I think we got yeah, we got a somewhat of a seal there. I mean, it's not great. Oh, no, it's no, that's all right. It'll just need a bit of perseverance, persuasion, some gentle, firm persuasion. Got a friend that needs gentle, firm persuasion. I got Creamy and Duana, and they go, "Yeah, we know what you're talking about." Right, so that'll work. Okay, great. This bit just needs just a bit of a snip off of there. Just a bit. There we go. I know that should touch the deck. If I don't snip it off just a little bit higher, it's going to break off entirely. I do not want that to be the case. All right, so the next piece is the same. It's got to have a... Okay. Which way round does it go? Right, so the circle piece goes at the back. Okay. Right. Seal that up. Right. Yeah, see these pieces wibble a bit, so you can push those in while you hold the rest down. It's going to be an interesting piece to glue, but then I have had harder car bodies to put on. God damn. Some of those car bodies that I've done, just, you have to fit them perfectly, otherwise they just look slightly off, and it's just, you can tell, your eye will know. So this is going on easier than some of these car bodies I have to do. I could spend ages just figuring it out. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Perfect fit. Perfect seam. This one, it just needs a bit of a force in there and a hold on to it while it's gluing. That's a perfect seam and a perfect fit. So that'll be... Mwah. What we're going to do now is see if we can get these bits in. Oh, that's closing off the box there, isn't it? That's going to be a... Oh, that's going to be a toughie. So what is stopping that from... settling even lower? Sticking up too high. Is it this? This might be stopping it. Let's just snip off a bit of that. I mean, you're not going to notice that that's not on there. It's down a bit more. It's sitting down a bit more. Something wants to push it up there. Something is trying to push that up. I can't see in there what it is. I mean, that's alright. I'll glue. I just wanted those windows to be sort of somewhat flush. So I could paint some black in there and that'll be that. Alright, good. Now we've got to try and put the back end on because they are orange as well. Okay.
Thanks.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Certainly Bowen. Hey, thanks for the follow. What's this? 147. Nice. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Right, what do I need now? 96 and 102. Well, I found them. I'm finding these pieces quite quickly today. Oh, no, 148. 148 followers. Nice. Thank you very much. Right, so 96 goes on this side. Goes on the left-hand side. We're starting with the left again. Do sound off in chat if there's anything you want to talk about. You know, whether you make models yourself or anything else. I'm just going to snip just a skosh off of here. There we go. Okay. Nope, that's dried up. Right. Just flattening down these seams if we can. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Crisp them up. Ah, nice and smooth. Probably didn't see much of that. I do apologise. Hands get in the way. Right, so now we've got to check to see if we can fit that perfectly on here. Yep. Yep. No. There's a bit of a gap at the back now. I'm not super pleased with that, but I'll figure something out. There's the glue. There we go. And I was stuck to my finger. Got to try and get it right on that corner. Come on. Behave yourself. I know you're slippery. Wow. I had it near perfect and I was like, no, it's not good enough, and now I can't get it back. Come on. Come on. Yep. Excellent. Here we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is see if that fits on the top. Again, constantly fitting to make, checking to make sure it fits, because every piece you put on, if it doesn't fit, you might have to take it off again. Yeah, that works. That fits in there better than that piece. Honestly. Okay, so so the next thing I want to do, I do want to spray up the inside. So we're going to leave that to dry for a second or so, and then we're going to prime the inside of it and spray the inside with whatever color that's supposed to be. It doesn't tell me. 33 is what? Matte black. Alright, it wants me to spray the inside matte black. Alright, okay. Fair enough, if that's what you want. Yeah, that'll be fine. That should also pop, if they have a black walls to it, it should also make columns and things visible in there. Right. Right, so I'm going to just quickly head over to the spray booth and just give that internal piece a quick blast with primer. We've got gloves on first. Got primer all over my hands. Bear with me a second. Oh, let's just put on the before we get there, let's just put this on, so you know. Ah! I dropped me drawer. Drawer. Right, ready for action. Okay. Primer. Yep. Oh, I've got to put on a new mask. Thanks to Aria for buying them for me. You might as well put them on. Right, let's have a look at this. How's this work? Hang on, let me take the headset off.
Certainly Bowen, nice setup.
Hey! Thank you! Yeah, it's been a bit of a labour of love. Oh, I can't see anything now. Alright. Just want to do the inside. And I don't need to do too much of it. I'm still going to leave that there. A lot of this isn't going to be seen, so we're just going to put it over there and put it over there. Like that. Great. Don't need to do the outside yet. I'm going to put the... I know I sound like Darth Vader, don't I, at the moment? Use the Force. Oh no, that's Obi-Wan.
Do our names. Today's you is the gas bear happy smiley.
I am the gas bear. Cuckoo choo. Right then. So, let me get with you. Here we are. Thank you very much, Aria. I need to write thank you, Aria, on there for sending me a donation for my mask. So let me take this off. Whew. I got a feeling that I'm supposed to have it a little bit tighter because I could still... Ah, wait a minute. What's that? Things that... Oh, I see. You put those on there. And then you select how tight you want it to be. Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much, Aria, for that. I'll keep that in there for when we need it later. Yeah, thanks, certainly Bowen. Yeah, it's really... While that's drying, I will give you a bit of a... an explanation as to what's going on here. What I've got here. Let me take my gloves off now. So my main model bench is on this side. You know, when you saw me putting it all together just a minute ago, that's on here. This is my paint setup, and generally where I just throw all my crap that I'm using that I don't want to be on camera. That's all there. Got my paint booth over there. Beyond that, there's 3D printers, 3D printer and a wash and cure system. All my drawers on there, paints. I've got a load of paints over there, models up there. So yeah, it's nice and snug and cozy. You know, it's not too big. I can get to everything, and that's important for me. I don't have to go wandering too far away because I struggle to do that anyway. But yeah, it needs tidying up. I want to put all my paints up here, so I've got access to my paints. So I need to tidy all that lot up. I've got another shelf up there, so I need to put something up there that I might move all of my blended turf and stuff like that, which is there, and my 3D printing fluids, and might put that up there instead. And then that way I can put like my airbrush box up there, 3D printer box up there, all that stuff that needs to be used up there. That'll give me some more space here. So yeah, it still needs a bit of organization, but it's a kind of a living, breathing kind of operation. Once I decide that something's in the wrong place, I'll move it and put it somewhere else, or if I need something else. But yeah, there's bits and pieces. It's the paints that's annoying me at the moment. I need somewhere that I can see the paints. They're all in like 3 different places. I've got a box under here, drawer in there, boxes over here. This is just by using paints. So I kind of would like something just there that I can look up and go, I need that paint. So I have to figure something out there. But yeah, that's the setup. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah. All right, what should we do now? I'm gonna have a smoke. That's what I'm gonna do. So don't do this as a children. Don't do this, children. Yeah. So we're waiting for that to dry, and then we're gonna airbrush the inside of it. What I can do in the meantime, I suppose, is airbrush, or no, not airbrush, but paint the inside of the boat so that the windows that it looks through into nothing is basically black. So we could do that. Let's do that. Right, these don't have to be. So all along here, there's some windows which look into this area, and I mean I haven't really done much with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint them with some just black. I didn't realize that they were seen, so we're just going to grab a brush, any old brush. We're just going to paint in here black. Just like that. And how many? Oh, I can't even see how many windows we got, but that's fine. We'll just paint it black. Not worried. Some will be able to be seen, some won't, so we'll do them all. Doesn't have to be a fantastic job, just enough so that the windows don't look in on crappy grey. Oh great, there we go. Yeah, I used to have a. This room was used to be a model railway. I put a model railway in here. This whole area was just a board with and because I used to do model railways as I was a kid, and I wanted another one. I was going to do it properly. I was going to make some good models, good detail, all that kind of good stuff I was going to do. The problem was it started to get a little bit of an issue moving around the board, getting underneath the board, all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of sat there for a couple of years, just this big lump of plywood in the middle of the room with some track on it, not really doing anything. And it was kind of depressing. Every time I walked past it, I was like, oh, I want to do it, but I can't do it. That's when I got the inspiration. Think, well, why don't I just rip this all up? And, you know, why don't I do like making models. Why don't I just make like smaller models? Like, I could make dioramas if I wanted to do a bit of landscaping. I could do architectural models. I could get back into building some airfix models. All sorts of things. And I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll build a freaking model bench. I'll turn that whole area into a model bench. And I'll have my drawers and my benches and a computer. So I've got a friend to give me a hand. Because I'm not necessarily that mobile anymore. And, or a few friends to give me a hand actually. I built a model bench. And it's getting much more use than it was as a model railway. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. And then it's funny because one of my friends turned around and said, you know what you could do with this? I'm like, what's that? You set up a few cameras. You could stream your model making. Like, yeah? But yeah. Stream that shit on Twitch, he said. People love that. Turns out, my friend was a bit of a small Twitch streamer, just like I am. But at the time, he was streaming video games and Lego builds. So he kind of knew what he was talking about. He said, I wish I had a room this size. He said I could put my whole big desk in and have like my Lego builds and do Lego builds on it. He said, God, bloody hell. He said, I'll kill for that. Said, but the wife won't be happy if I just suddenly turn the spare room into a model room. So he's got this little office where he streams, and he's got a little desk, and that's kind of where he does his Lego models. He said, yeah, you set up a few cameras, then you can stream it. So that's really where the idea came from to start streaming. I said, well, I'll give it a go.
Legos are a bit less complex to do.
Yes, they are. Yes.
They don't need painting.
Nope, and they don't need gluing.
So he can do with less place.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't need airbrushes and things like that for Legos. But he said he would love to have a whole room where he could like just sort of spread out like that. So this is what happens when you get married, mate. Mrs. won't let you have a room for your Legos. So yeah, that's kind of where it started from. And I started with like a single camera. No, 2 cameras I think I had. I had a camera on the model bench, which was basically just sort of fixed to the shelf above it. And one on the computer so I could talk to it. The problem was it was so far away from what I was actually doing. I could barely see what I was doing, so I bought a kind of a little camera arm thing, and you could just bring it down. You could get real close. Which can be a bit of a pain, get a camera in the way. Sort of getting used to the idea now. When I first started, I was just like, I would spend ages just like concentrating, not saying anything, painting or gluing or whatever, completely out of view of the camera. And I wasn't very good at talking on Twitch, because you kind of have to talk to yourself. You just kind of have to make up a conversation with yourself half the time. I wasn't very good at that. Still not, but you know, getting there. I wasn't very camera aware, so I would sit here for ages painting something, blissfully unaware that the camera can't even see it. Then I got this arm, which was done that much better, but then it kept getting in my way. Much as it is now, it's like 6 inches away from what I'm doing, so it's not like right there. It's like having a nosy little bystander. What are you doing? What's up? I see. But I'm slowly getting used to that. So yeah, now I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got about 5 webcams set up now around the room. I was going to get another one sort of set up to the side of the model bench so that you can see what I'm doing on the side, but that might get in the way, so super in the way. Again, I'm not sure exactly just what windows are going to see what. So I'm just, I mean, I didn't even think any of this was going to be seen anyway, so hence the reason none of it's primed on this side. I just primed one side. But luckily, the Tamiya paint that I'm using is pretty good at just, especially the black. Black is really nice. It doesn't really need primer. Not for use on a paintbrush, but if you're gonna airbrush it, then it will need a primer.
Certainly Bowen, gonna get some Tamiya acrylics myself. Only have Vallejo for now.
I have some Vallejo, yeah, but I do like Tamiya because you could unscrew them. They come in like a tub like that, and you could just beep beep boop boop, you know, and then put it away when you're done. Vallejo, I don't see any problem with the quality of the painting. I've got a fly flying around in here now. It's going to annoy me. Don't necessarily see much difference in the quality of the paint. I mean, Vallejo may be a bit thinner, but you kind of have to have a wet palette if you're going to use Vallejo. You're going to squeeze them out onto a palette. When it comes to acrylics, I do like Tamiya because they're just in the little tub here. Open it up, they say nice and wet. You don't need a palette or anything for them, and job done. But if you're going to mix up paints, and you're like, oh, I need this color mixed with that color, then yeah, I do like Vallejo, because you can just squeeze them out and mix them up on a palette. Vallejo also do, I've got some. Let's have a look here what we got. This is just an untidy mess which I really need to sort out. So these are Vallejos, and they do model air. So these are like paints specifically designed to go into an airbrush, like straight away. Don't need thinning or anything. You can just put them straight in and off you go. So those are really good. I like Vallejo for that. I also like model air black, which is,
I still thin them a bit.
yeah, still thin them a bit, but it's like they're not as thick as you don't need to worry about it too much as in as you would with Tamiya ones. But they do some good ones like steel. We've got this one which is gold, and that's really nice.
Yeah, you could put the model air in neat.
Put the model air in neat. Yeah, you could. Yeah. Oh, it's a bloody paper scribbler. Off, man. Yeah, I like the model air. They do great washes. I've got like a number of different washes here. I've got black. They do a great metal color, like really good metal color. Metal black. So that's the thing. It's like I don't stick to one or the other, because some paints have, you know, different things that I need.
I think the Vallejo are good for miniatures.
I want like Warhammer miniatures and game miniatures, yeah. So I will be finding that out soon. No spoilers. To be interesting. So yeah. Well, speaking of which, I need to bring out that Vallejo black.
I use them for the minis that usually come with Tamiya kits.
Oh, okay. Black. Let's use that one. Let's give that a whiz pop, shall we? I don't have any. Looking for some green. I got some green in there, but it's not green enough. It might be alright. Might be alright. Yeah. So I want to put all that up on that shelf so I can see exactly what I've got. But I've got to figure out how to do that, and I need the money to do that, of course. These things cost money. Monies. Pennies. Right. Yeah, so let's have a look at this then, shall we? I'll use them for the minis that usually come with Tamiya kits. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, yeah, so it just needs a bit of a shake. The other thing about these is you can't put paint back. Once it's out, it's out. So, regardless of how much you use, it's done. Right, so I'm going to tidy up some of this area while I'm at it. So, let's tidy up some of this. Right. Okay, you can come up here because we're not going to need you for a bit. We're going to let you dry off. Stay up there. Boy, sit down. It's getting warm in here. Warm. Right, how are you doing? Are you dry? Not quite. It's gone to that dusty sort of stage. Alright, okay. So there's not really much I could do because I want to build, I want to paint the inside of that. Once the inside of that's done, I can start to build on the outside of it. Because there's a whole, let me see that, there you can't see it. There's a whole flying bridge I want to put on there. I want the whole lot on it that needs to be painted orange on there, so that I could just paint the whole lot, polish it all up in one go. That's the plan. So I think what we'll do while that's drying is we'll take a little break. So let me come down here. Should I? Yeah, let's put this movie back on again. I know we've shown it a lot, but I like to show it regularly, once a stream if I can, because it introduces everybody to the RNLI and what I'm actually doing, and it gives you a bit more of a, tells you more about them than I can. And again, they gave me permission to use the videos, or a couple of videos. So I'm going to take a quick break and wait for that to dry. And while that's drying, we're going to head on over and just watch a quick video from the RNLI. So thank you for them for giving me permission to show these videos. Thank you.
We can expect a restless night across the region. Gusts are forecast to reach up to 80 miles an hour throughout the night, with the potential for even higher bursts in isolated areas. Residents are urged to stay indoors and secure loose outdoor furniture.
It was probably blowing about 80, 90 miles an hour, roughly. And I said to my missus, Nina, I hope no one gets a shout tonight. And within sort of 20 minutes, my pager was going off. I've lived in England all my life. My mum's and my dad's sides are both fishing families. From my mum's side, originally from Mousehole. I was destined to be a fisherman, I suppose. With a load of mates all wanted to be fishermen as well, so that's what we did. Love Newlyn. I don't think I'll ever move out of Newlyn. Hello. You all right? I'm fine. This does the best pasties in Newlyn. And sandwiches. It's a great community. We all have a bit of fun. Yeah, it's just a great place to be. You know, I haven't heard wind like that for a long, long time. It was screaming.
Your heart sinks, you know, you just think, oh no, I don't want to go out in that. You don't want them out in that.
So on the shout that night, Marcel was duty mechanic, so he was obviously down getting the boat started up and prepared. I picked James Roberts as a navigator, and then I picked Will Trenier, who's also a fisherman. He's a helmsman. I also picked Trevelyan Worth, and I also picked Adrian and Dan Sell.
We took one sea that actually took us over on our side, and the wave just picked us up and threw us, no exaggeration, 50 or 60 meters down with the swell.
And I said, I think the only option we got with is to try and get a rope on them and getting them out into deeper, safer water before we try and get anyone off.
Patch is usually very easy on the throttles and stuff, and the need for extra throttle for manoeuvring in that weather, you could really tell, especially with us standing back aft above the engines. So you could tell how hard he was working just to keep the boat in position.
Because we were doing about 2.5 knots, I suppose, with the yacht behind us, and the rope was quite tight. And then all of a sudden the rope goes slack and they're up to like 5 knots. So I knew straight away that the rope had parted. So yeah, my heart sank when that happened, and I think all the crews did as well, because you know, we just realised that we've got less time to try and get the rope on again before it's too late.
The reality starts to set in when you can see the lights from the shore and realise how close we are.
One of our crew members come in, checked if I was okay, and I was like, I'm feeling quite poorly, and I was slowly getting worse and worse and worse to that point where I was like, I wanted to be off this boat.
At this stage, Marcel had collapsed. He was unconscious. So the crew were dealing with him. He just went from sort of being really seasick.
Hi Sniper.
Yeah, thank you to them for allowing me to show that video. They're all volunteers, and they are funded entirely from private donations. So if you feel like donating to them, there is a link in my about page. Yes, so hi CSA Sniper 43, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are continuing to build the Severn Class Lifeboat that is used by the RNLI. They build and design all of their lifeboats in-house. Again, again with donations. Public donations, that's it. They are not affiliated with the Coast Guard at all. They do not get government funding, nothing. They're all volunteers. So that's awesome. So yeah, I've decided after watching that video, if you notice inside, when they're actually out at sea, there is no green light from the instruments.
CSA Sniper 43, im good been moving model totes around.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they don't have a green light. They have a red light. Their cabin is bathed in red. So I think I'm going to switch out the idea of trying to spray green light in there to spray red light in there. I don't know how it's going to work, but we give it a go. Be a bit more realistic, I think. Model totes. That sounds like you've got a lot of models. Alright. So now we're going to spray the inside of the cabin with some Vallejo. And we're going to see how that goes. Alright. Oh, great. Paint setup isn't working. So let's go back here and see if I can switch that to work. Oh, God. I hate it.
I've got about 200 kits in the stash and around 350 kits total.
Oh, my God. Oh my god, that's a lot of model kits. Damn, but that's the life of a model maker though, isn't it? You have all these kits you want to build, and I mean I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kits up there. I've got a kit for the Apollo I'm working on. I've got a bunch of 3D prints that I want to get working on. So let's see if this works now. Ta-da! Yes, okay, good. Fantastic. So yeah, that is what model making is all about. You buy these kits and then you're like, oh, I'll get round to that at some point. I want to do that one. So I got some Tamiya thinner. I was just going to use a little bit of that.
Yeah, was working on 3 myself today.
Working on 3, yeah. I did that. I would work when I was doing my Arthur Morgan 3D print. I was trying to stream doing that and working on a mini at the same time, so that when I was waiting for parts to dry on the mini, I was then switching over to working on
CSA Sniper 43. I think I've got about 5000 USD in model supplies.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to estimate how much model making equipment and supplies I've got, but it's been an accumulation over the years. I sat and think, oh, you know, I know I need that. I buy this and I buy that. So yeah, that's what it's all about, though, isn't it? You can starting off. A lot of people when they get into see people model making, they're like, oh my god, you got so much stuff. I'll never have that much stuff. Yeah, this might need a little bit of thinning, so that's the problem. They're like, oh, you got so much stuff, I could never afford to get all that. And you're like, well, you don't have to start with. You know, you don't have to spend hyper amounts of money just to get started.
Certainly, Bowen, and $4850 of that is paint.
Yeah. Exactly. It's so much paint. So much paint. Yeah, so to get started in model making, like some people are like, oh my god, just you've got so much stuff, how do you get started? And you don't really need that much just to get started. Oh my god, the camera is going glitchy. I do apologize. We'll hopefully switch to the other one pretty soon. Right, so that looks fairly thinned out. That's good. Ah, god damn, I hate. I don't know what's going on with the cameras. I'm gonna have to get my IT dude in and find out. So I do apologize for the flashing. Not a lot I can do about it right now, but we will move camera over. Just gonna get some gloves on. So let's switch that camera over to the workshop. God damn it. Yeah. I think what I might do one day is do a model kit, a basic model kit. Oh, that's right. I was going to test out those Airfix snap kits. Yeah, I was going to test out those Airfix snap kits. I might do that one day. Is get one of those Airfix snap kits as a kind of like a beginner's guide to see if people like, if you like modeling. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to get into it, but it's kind of expensive, isn't it? And I'm like, well, not really. You don't have to have all this stuff. Alright, let's see just how well this works. Let's get some airflow in here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, okay, so we're going to switch over. So, I mean, I'm not interested in the snap kits myself. It's not something I've ever done. But as a starter model kit, it might be something worth looking into. So I kind of want to do, oh yeah, we are. Ooh, okay. There might be something I'll buy and just try out and like give advice on, you know, how to get into model making. Because a lot of people are concerned with the price and the amount of stuff you need. Alright, so that's quite nice. Right, so we just spray on the front here. That. So yeah, I'm not worried about overspray out at the moment on the externals, because, oh yeah, Vallejo Model Air comes out real good. Look at that. That's real nice. Yeah. Very nice. Right, now the trouble is with it, like I say, you can't put it back in the bottle. I mean, and I've got a whole like bunch in there now, which is just gonna have to get thrown away. That's fine. Nothing else that needs painting black, is there? So we're gonna leave that. Oh, there's a bit there that I've missed. Okay. Now I don't know how much of that's going to get seen, but we should just leave that to dry now. And in order to do, we're going to clean out the airbrush. We're going to rush that through because I'm going to put some red in there. That's the next one, is red. So tissue. Let's see if we can. Are you going to be glitching on me again? Oh, you are! Wonderful! Right, hang on. Let's try something. Let's try and reconnect it and see if that helps. Don't be a bitch. I do apologise for this. No, that one. Oh, baby! Yeah. Right, okay, good. No, no. Did you glitch? You did glitch. Stop fucking glitching. Alright, there's nothing really I could do about it. I don't want to be on here for very long because of that, so we're going to try and do a quick clean. I'm really sorry about this. So sorry. So unprofessional. I've got some, oh my god, it's terrible. Can see what I'm doing. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's just nuts. All right. I apologize.
CSA Sniper 43, Italary has the My First kit that are all-in-one kits.
Italari has the first kit. Oh, my first kit. Okay. I don't think I've got any Italari. Don't. All right. Okay. Well, I might do like a series or something. With like my first model kit kind of thing. Just sort of show.
Certainly, Bowen. I have an Italary He 111H4 waiting to be started.
Cool. Cool. So I'm just trying to run some, I know there's not much going on the screen, but I'm just running, I'm cleaning the airbrush, running through some airbrush cleaner. This is media airbrush cleaner. What's that? Media, MEDEA. Just running that through. It's fast-acting, odorless, and environmentally safe. Oh, god damn it.
CSA Sniper 43, I've got the FX1 in the stash. Certainly, Bowen. How many USB ports does your PC have for all those webcams?
Well, that's just it. It has plenty. Because when I ordered the PC, I did have I was using my old gaming PC, and it didn't have that many USB ports. Well, it had a few, but they were like connected onto a board, connected together. And I was speaking to my IT guru of a friend, and he said that you need, for webcams, it's all right for like microphones and like gaming pieces, but for webcams you need direct ports. Something like the USBs have to be connected directly. You can't have them like on a bank. So when I phoned up the people who put my PC together, I said to them, look, I'm going to have 5 webcams running at once, so I need direct USB ports directly connected to the motherboard, not in like banks of 5 all connected into one. I need them all connected directly. They were like, right, okay then. So they put me together a PC that actually had what I needed. And I'm not going to lie, it does work a lot better than my original PC. Which just basically had USBs in the front and a few in the back. But there weren't that many directly connected. So I've got a whole bunch. So it does work. They do work. I mean, it's not every time that they glitch. A lot of the times they're perfectly fine, and I turn on the computer, check the cameras, and they're fine, and they'll work fine all stream. Sometimes, every so often, they'll start to go a bit wonky, and I'm not sure if it's OBS or the actual USBs or what's going on, but generally they work fine. Just every so often. When I had on the other PC, they were just always glitching. Just all the time. So it certainly works better. That's for sure. Right. And I don't know how many USB ports I've actually got, because it's been a while since I've looked at them. So I don't know, to answer your question. Right, so what we're going to do is, because I want a nice red bathed glow in here, we're going to have to mask up the rest of the ship, of the boat. Let's turn off my compressor. Bloody thing's got a leak somewhere and I don't know where. I can't find it. that's constantly going off. It doesn't give me as high a pressure as it should. So that's something else I need to look into. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some masking tape. And I think just some standard masking tape will do fine. Just some painter's masking tape, that'll be fine. And we're going to mask up the boat. We're then also going to switch out the nozzle that I'm actually using in the airbrush into a much thinner one. And hopefully I could be a little bit more precise as to where. Let's move this up. Yeah, so hopefully I could be a little bit more precise as to where I'm going to be putting the color. So I'm glad I watched that video again today, because I was like, you don't see green light in there, you see red. So, oh, is that? Yeah, that's fine. We're going to mask up this entire cabin. Anything that isn't seen, I'm not too worried about. Like, obviously I'm going to get red paint on top of these girders. I'm not too worried about that because you're not going to see them. They're going to be underneath the roof. Yeah. Alright, so if we get some, oh, I can probably just run a few of these over, that's fine. It's not actually on the paintwork. I always like to make sure that I mask up fully. You're like, well, you don't need to mask that up if you're careful with the airbrush. You won't be able to get that. But I'm always the chance of overspray. So never be too careful, I say. Okay, so we've got. So we're just sort of looking at it. I want to kind of angle the airbrush sort of in sort of this way, in order to try and get like a bathed light on these areas. We're then going to go in with a bit of a red and just do some like highlights on certain pieces where light is probably going to catch. So yeah, it seems as though it's red light that we need to paint and not green. So that's cool. So next step is to reduce the nozzle in the airbrush from 5 to 3, I think, or 3, 2, something like that. So we'll take the airbrush out. Right, so I've got some three nozzles, 5, 3, 0.3 millimeters. 0.2. That's what I want. 0.2s. So we've got 0.5s in there at the moment, and we want 0.2. So we're gonna have to thin the paint down a little bit more. This will give me a great opportunity as well to clean those nozzles. Right, that one needs a new rubber grommet. That's fine. That may be why it was spitting a little bit, because it had the rubber grommet had gone. Yeah. Okay, so I need to find me a bit of a... Okay. I could go in the bin. That's the end of that. My tweezers, where's my tweezers gone? Alright, okay, we'll just use these ones. Right, so that's the 0.5s. I'm using Mr. Tool cleaner. It's from Mr. Hobby. It's a little bit over the top. It's really good for and not enamels, but it's a really abrasive cleaner. Like if you really need to get your airbrush clean, that's what you use. I use it for when I use my when I do my lacquer paints. That's it, lacquer, like car body paints, and I'll use it when I clean it out after I've done the diamond coat, gloss coat on the boat here. It's really good at cleaning. So there are some cheaper brands. I've got, like I say, this cheaper brand I was using just a minute ago. This is Medea. It's pretty good for just doing like rinsing your airbrush out after you've done some acrylic work. That's great for that. But when you want something really clean, like really, really clean, that's when I use Mr. Tool. Mr. Tool, Mr. Tool, Mr. Tool. Alright, so now we gotta try and find. These are just. Where's the nozzles? This one. Is that the only 0.2 nozzle I have? Really? That's the only 0.2 nozzle I have? I thought I bought a pack of them. And I've got a pack of 0.3s. Have. Oh no, this is all airbrush convert. Yeah, 0.3s. Right, I don't have a pack of 0.2s. I'm gonna need a pack of 0.2s for when I come to do my 3D prints. For the detail work. So, right, so hopefully I don't lose this, mother. It's very tiny. Just back it up, don't cross threads. But what I do want to do before I put it in, make sure it is perfectly. Let's run this through it. Yep, okay. It's very small. This is why I do it over a container. You drop that, a high-sided container, drop it, you'll never find it again. It's probably what's happened to most of my 0.2s. There you go, it's going in there nice. Right, and we'll just open it up. Don't want it too tight. Great. So now we got a 0.2. Oh, there they are. Okay. Right. I need a better system for storing my airbrush nozzles and stuff. At the moment, they're all in a box and plastic bags. Best. Okay. Right. So now, oh, god damn it. Ah, calm down. Now I need 0.2 needle. Put it in and just pull it back a bit. Yep. Just make sure that the needle goes all the way in. Yep. Okay. No, it's not connected. I'm like, where's the head coming out? It's not connected. Alright, so that seems to be... Mechanism is good. Everything's good. Right, so we're going to put that in there and put that to one side. Because I want to put the 0.5 back in this once I'm done. I want there to be a standard of 0.5 in there. Will I pick it up? 0.5s. It's away. Oh, that's where my other ones went. Right. Nothing is missing. Good. So we'll put all that lot back in the box so I don't lose it. I'm very good at losing shit. Right. So now we need to find a Vallejo red and thin it right down, I think. Yep, it's flowing. Can we get I think I've got I do have a red because I used it for my Arthur Morgan. I painted sunlight or evening sun on him, so I believe I've got, yeah, I have a fire red. But it's not fire red though, is it? It's kind of a bright red. That's fine. Fire red will be the glow, and we'll paint on sure about that color. It's just gonna look. Do I not have a like a bright red? It looks like I might have to thin out some Tamiya. A light red. Let's see what that looks like. No, that's more orange. I've got, nope, transparent orange. That's for indicator lights. Yeah, I'm gonna have to thin out some Tamiya. First, no. Okay. Right, okay. No problem. This has already been thinned, but I need it thinner. It's going through a very fine nozzle, so I want it nice and thin. It's not like I'm coating the entire inside of the boat red. I just need it to like fall into places to look like it's a light. I'm not repainting everything red. So it's going to be a light. So if it is a bit thinner, it'll be fine. That'll do it. Right, let's go and try and put that into the airbrush and see what we get as a result. Right. Okay. Is this camera going to go glitzy on me? Oh, it's not having a good day today, isn't it? All right, we'll forget that. I'll just explain what I'm doing. I'm just pouring it into the airbrush. There we go. That was easy. Turn the airbrush on, and let's see what we got. You can go over here till you're. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we can get some. Yeah. So let's bring it right down. A bit more. Let's get a bit of paper actually, instead of spraying it directly onto there. Right, I've got some paper up here. Give us a better look at what we're doing. Come on. Uh-oh. My rocket falling over. Right, so we want a bit of a wider start with. There we go. Nice bit of a wide shot. And then we can... Alright, here we go. I've been painting all this meticulously, and now we're about to spray it red. Alright. So I kind of want the light to come in like this. So... a bit on the dashboard. Okay. A bit in here. And on the back doors. Okay, so let's have a quick look at that. I mean, it's looking pretty good. Okay, it looks like it's been bathed in red. It's caught some of the holy crap handles. That's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to really narrow that right down. Oh wait, actually that's not everything. Bring it out a bit more. Yeah, and now we're going to try just put in some highlights on certain areas. Okay. I don't want to overdo that. That's given it a nice red glow, but it hasn't gone over any of the detail work or anything. So I want this maybe a bit on that side. There we go. I mean, you're not going to see much of it because the window's going to be close by, but we can add here and there. Okay, that's great. Right, so let's check to see how dry this black is now. Alright, it's getting there. Because we're going to need to spray some red onto there too. So let's open this up. Probably won't show up on here. Will it give it? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Right, so that's just going to be like sort of background coat to the walls there. Now, the reason I put in a 0.3 is to try and get those little extra details. Turns out that it was what it was. Really need to do that, but I got some in there without spraying it on, getting too much overspray, so that's fine. All right, so we'll leave that airbrush. I want to just run through a couple of rounds of cleaner just to try and, if that paint dries in there, it's very thin. So again, I'm sorry I can't show you that camera angle. Super annoying. So I'm just gonna clean it out like that. Run airbrush cleaner through it a couple of times. Let's open it up. What time are we looking at? We're looking at 10 to 10. So we've nearly been going for 3 hours. That's pretty cool. So I think what we can do now is we can do a little bit of detail, like highlight works in the cabin, so where light will catch a glint here and there. And not too many places. I mean, have it being bathed in a kind of a red glow is kind of nice. So we don't need to do too much. And then we can look at what else we need to put onto the cabin. Alright, come on. Blow through there. Yeah, I don't like to go for too long. I don't do like 6 hour, 8 hour modeling streams because I start to lose concentration. My hands start to shake after a while. So I think about 3 hours, 3.5 hours or so is usually about as far as I'll go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that airbrush cleaner soaking in there, and then when the stream's done, I will clean it out proper. So let's grab this. Let's move my airbrush stuff over here. We're not going to need that again today. That's fine. We're not going to need any of this, that, this. Put all that lot over there. We don't need any of that. Let's throw that in the bin. Right. Let's crack on. Oh, my back is really starting to hurt now. Oh. Yeah, it might be a bit less than another 3.5 hours. Alright, so just have a look here. What do you think? Certainly looks like it's bathed in red light. I like that, but we're going to need to put in some highlights here and there. So we're going to get a thin brush. I know what you're all saying, and I'll say it again. You won't, but you won't see this unless you look really hard in the windows. That's the point. I beg of you, whenever you go to a museum or anything like that, and you see a model of something, so just do what my parents done and stand 6 feet back and go, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Take a look. Get in as close as you can and look in the windows. Look for the details. Spend ages sort of looking at it. I mean, so seeing as the light is coming from above, we're going to sort of highlight like the tops of chairs, tops of the steering wheel, bit glint over here, bit glint there. Bit on the I remember I pretty pleased with some of my car builds. I showed my old man some of the builds that I'd done, and he just kind of stood there. Yeah, that's right, pretty good. Take a closer look, mate. See what's inside. Do it from here. Okay, enough. Now you can still see the details on the dashboard stuff. You can still see the highlights, the lowlights, whatnot. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. I like that. That's good. That's good for me. Okay, so we'll take that away, let that dry. That's good. We might not have to see that again for some time. Oh, you know what I did forget to paint? I forgot to paint the front. Front window. Bugger. Alright, okay. So what we'll have to do is we will have to prime that up and paint that and stick that in. So that's going to be a whole thing. I'm going to have to redo the airbrush, put in the black, prime it, glue it. Alright, so I'm going to leave that for now. Let's have a look and see what else we need to do that needs to be orange. Booger. Forgot that. So I didn't actually put the... I left that off because I was going to put the airbrush through the front. And I didn't have to do that in the end. So that was unfortunate. Railings. No, we don't need to do the railings. We're looking at the flying bridge. That's what we want. The solar panel. Is that a solar panel? Kind of fits in here. What colour are those ladders? Do we know? Oh, you're not going to show us. That's fantastic. We appreciate that. Crane is orange. I haven't got a... Have I got an orange highlighter? Got a pink highlighter. So that doing. Come up here. You can see everything then. Right. What else is going to be orange? Those ladders aren't actually... I don't want to put those on because they'll hide that. So more railings on this side, more railings, more railings, more railings, more railings. There's a boat up there which is also orange, so we'll have to paint that. Right, here's the flying bridge. It's not a solar panel, that's a grating. That's a grid. It's a sort of grid. So that's... Is that orange? Yeah, that's orange. These orange. That's not. Anything that's 18, I think, is gloss orange, yeah.
New Renfew, hey Curry, how's the model going?
Hey! Hey, Moose, yes, going pretty good. Internals all done. I'm just going to work on the cabin now. It took me a while to sort of put it together to make sure it would fit nicely on top of the boat. So now what I'm doing is I'm just sort of going through here.
Nice.
Working out which is going to be... That's orange, that's orange, that's orange. Ah. That's a problem because that goes on there. You're not going to see that in there. Alright. These are railings. Those are glass pieces. Yeah. What I might have to do, not be able to put on that flying bridge. 18 gloss orange to the boat. Orange, okay. Alright, so we're not going to be able to actually do what I wanted to do with the flying bridge. We're going to have to just... These are orange. That's orange. I think those ladders are orange. I can tell because I have a Severn Class Lifeboat page here. See it from the back. You should be able to see. Yes, the ladders are orange. Right. So, is there anything else that needs to be orange? Yes. Anything that's 18 is orange. So what we're doing is I'm preparing to paint orange. So what I need to do is I need to go through, find all the orange parts and paint them, because they're going to have to be glossed as well. So there's lots of railings. Okay. So there's going to be lots of railings and things. Most of these railings are like white from the looks of it. No, most of them are white. So I'm not going to be able to put on the flying bridge just yet, which is going to be a pain. So what we'll do for now then is it's getting a bit on in time. I don't want to have to do the orange as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that little lifeboat that goes on top. Make the little one. Might as well do that. Let's just finish off with doing that, I think. So we need to find that. Where are you? There you are. I see you. How was your stream, Amu? Did you have a good time? Oh, look, I forgot to put that in the box. Where's my clippers? Oh my god. See what I'm saying? I start losing concentration after a couple of hours. So I think what we'll do is we'll just put this boat together. And then...
Almost. The arena is annoying, lol.
Oh, the arenas! Oh my god, yeah. Tell me about them. From Zero Dawn, they were... Whew.
Did you hurt your thumbnail, or is that red paint?
That's red paint. That's red paint, yeah. Yeah, there's like red all over here and all everywhere. Some nails aren't particularly clean today.
Good.
Alright, so we're just going to fit those two together. I'm going to leave this on as a kind of holder to be able to hold it. We're just going to fit this on. Did you raid me by chance, Amu? Suddenly gone up to like 8 people. I didn't see any notification that I'd been raided. Who's it? Oh, that's where I got that. Anyway, welcome to the stream, you folks.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Hey, thanks a moo. Who has just subscribed? Thank you very much. No, I appreciate that. Always appreciative of a sub. Come on. Alright, okay. Oh, I just need to just fit you on there. Just right. Now we just glue. Nope, I'll just hold you down like that. For a minute or so. 26 months in a row. A moo. Oh no,
And no, I didn't raid. I think people just wanna watch model making.
I
3.
was down to 4 people, 5 or 6 people, and then it went up to 8. So, oh, you're 7, and someone else came out. So, welcome anyone. So what have you done here? Subscribe for 26 months. Currently on a 21-month streak. Nice, thanks, Amu. Yeah, thank you everybody. Coming in and checking me out. Yeah, I'm just finishing off here really. Turns out that need to do some more spraying. Got to wait for some paint to dry. So pretty much now is really sort of a good time to sort of finish up. I'm just doing one last thing, and that is putting this little dinghy together. And it's been going for like 3 hours. Yep, 3 hours. So that's a good enough time for me to do a day for this week. I'll sit and go, oh my god, I haven't really done much. I have. I like to take my time. Make sure it gets done properly. I'm not in a rush. No matter how long it takes. As long as it gets done this year, because next year won't be the RNLI's 200th anniversary, it'll be the 201st. So I need to get it done before the end of the year. So as long as I get it done by then, good. Right, I'm just going to chuck that back in the box because that's good. That's good to go. All right, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to call it. Okay. All right, let me just come say hello. Let's check. Here we go. Hopefully this camera's working. Hi. All right, that's it. I think that's it for today. We've done a great job. Finished off the insides. Well, didn't we finish off the inside yesterday? Yeah, we finished off the inside yesterday. We just painted it so it looks like it's bathed in red light today. So we've done that. We've actually put together and made sure this all fits perfectly on top, so that when it comes, I can paint it. Gloss it, well, put the decals on, gloss it, and then when it comes, I could just go bonk straight on top of the other one. So it's kind of like the way I do car bodies, do the base and the running, you know, do the chassis and the interior, and then just donk the on top, and then do all the details. That took a little while to put together to make sure it would just sit just nice. So that was the majority of the time. I know you're sitting there going, well, yeah, that doesn't look like much. For 3 hours, it's surprising how quickly the time goes when you're trying to do things properly. Like I say, we also painted the inside to make it look like it's glowing red. We painted the inside of that to make it look like it's like black with a red glow to it. So we've done that. Airbrushing takes its time. But that's going to be it for me. Let's see if there is anyone that I can raid out to that I'm following. Who's on here? Screaming Doggo's on. What's Screaming Doggo playing? Final Fantasy. So there's that. So yeah, I think we're gonna raid out into Screaming Doggo. You know, just cause. I know it's not model making. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. But I do want to thank you all for turning up and having a great time. Yeah, we're gonna head over into Screaming Doggo's stream now, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. She's fun. She's lively. Yeah, it's good fun.
Well, when parts are just mass printed, there is some warping.
Yeah, there is some warping. That's what I wanted to make sure it got done. So, right.
And yay, Shinny Raid.
And yay, Shinny Raid. All right. Okay. Once again, thanks for coming out, and we'll be doing this again next week. So until then, see you later. Bye.